Kitkatscanread. Hello everybody! Welcome to another video. So if you're new to my channel, hi, how you doing? My name's Katie, welcome. I hope you guys do enjoy your journey and everything that comes with it. But I do weekly vlogs. They're kind of like life and reading vlogs to talk about stuff that I've done during the day as well as reading stuff. So I try to compact it all into one for those of you that are interested in my boring life. So today I have been up around 8 AM. I worked 9 AM until 1 PM. My shift went pretty well. Today at work I made a sort of pastry pie thing. It's like a sheet of pastry and on top of it you put like courgettes, tomatoes, cheese, and I added like feta and everything. Oh, so good. And then we had this like spinach and beetroot salad thing, and we had some cucumber in there, and I added like oil and salt and some feta cheese into that. So good as well. But yeah, the food was brilliant. Oh, makes me mouth water. But yeah, lunch was brilliant. As soon as I finished work I went straight to do my weekly shop. I have been budgeting like fuck. I've literally got a food planner. It helps me to plan my meals as well. It's brilliant. I literally designed it myself. It's really easy. It was just a little timetable of like Monday to Sunday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then I just write in what I've got and then I just write random stuff. It does change like daily, sometimes every 2 days, because sometimes I fancy something different. I'll swap it over from another meal or something. So yeah, but I end up recycling the paper afterwards anyway. So I've done it for like last week. It went pretty well. The only thing that I fail at is breakfast. At the moment, because I've been getting up early, because I'm getting up early for work and stuff, I'm not having breakfast. I'm not hungry enough. I never really am at breakfast time. So I only normally have a snack around like 10 o'clock period, which luckily when I am doing a morning period, that is roughly when everybody has their first breaks anyway. So that sort of time is perfect. But yeah, morning, I'm not doing very well for breakfast, and we do have some cereals there, you know, fruit and whatnot, some fast drinks, whatever, just something to have as a meal replacement for breakfast. But I just don't, which in a way is a good thing, anyway it's a bad thing, because they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. For me, if I can't stomach it, why should I like try and force myself, you know? I'll have my breakfast at my tea break at 10. So there we go. So did my shopping, came back, had a phone call. It was literally the surveyor just saying that he finished his job early and he's able to come over earlier, and I was like, yeah sure, I'm home now. And he was like, oh that's brilliant because I'm outside. And I was like, okay, give me just a couple of minutes and I'll come out and meet you. So me and Aaron went outside and met the surveyor. He just took some pictures of the property, front, side, back and whatnot. Kind of explained the situation, just said council just want a report that they can approve it. So he was like, that's fine, I'll like send it over to you tonight. So I gave him my email, and yeah, fingers crossed I'll get that report. Can forward it on to Aaron, he can forward it onto the council person that's dealing with our housing situation. So fingers crossed, the moment they approve it, hallelujah, you have no idea how excited I'm gonna be. I'm literally just like, you know, I'm feeling pretty good now, but it'll be even better because once we have got that okay, you have no idea the release of the amount of stress is just gonna just be released like that, like whoo. So, oh man, it's a good day. The sun is shining. Sorry Rosie, you're gonna watch this and be like, I hate this weather. But I love it so much. Just the sun is shining, everyone seems to be happy. Today's also the first day of that new rule where we can meet up with 6 people in somebody's garden and socialise. So realistically I could go to my nan's right now and sit in a garden with her, Auntie Anne, you know, perfectly fine. But won't be going over there just yet until everything's like okay and stuff. Once it is okay, then we can start like moving things, and then I'll be seeing my nan sort of thing. Well, whilst moving, I plan to do it like I'll take a carload or something, then sit with my nan for a few hours and then head back home. So it's kind of like an all-in-one visit, if that makes sense. I don't want to be like, hey nan, see you later. You know, it'd be nice to actually spend some time and all of that. And also, for those of you that don't know me, some have been watching, but myself and Aaron kind of want to like try for kids this year, so I stopped my implant in January. Unfortunately, I did get COVID in February, and I'm dealing with long COVID now, kind of like at the end of it now, just kind of like getting shift by shift to get my energy back to normal, to get my body used to working like 5 shifts again. So I got 3 this week. I'm not sure about next week, but I have told my manager that it's perfectly fine to put me on like 4 shifts the week after 5, and so on and so forth. So yeah. So I was reading up information on the vaccine and pregnancy, and it pretty much says you don't really have to put your pregnancy on pause about the vaccine. If you do fall pregnant, then it depends. If you are a vulnerable pregnant person, then you can still get the vaccine. But if you, yeah, something like that. I think if you're a vulnerable pregnant person, you can get the vaccine. But if you're not, then they don't worry about it so much. They just say wait until you actually had the kid and then have the vaccine, especially if you're a frontline worker. So I was just like, you know what, this sounds really, really good, because I don't want to wait for a vaccine, because I feel like it's going to be another few months. I want to like continue my life and everything and deal with all of that. So I'm really happy, I'm really excited. Ever since I was reading up on it, it was literally updated news from like February or something, because this vaccine's been out for a few months now. So it's really nice to see like a health update for things like that. So this made me feel really happy. Motherhood to me, like I'm really excited for it. I'm 31 years old and I want to appreciate and experience that sort of life, and I'm so excited for it. Like you have no idea, like just the idea of it just makes me so happy. So with that all out of the way, I'm here now and it's coming up 5 PM and I have got myself a strawberry milkshake. Lidl was selling Nesquik strawberry. I'm so happy. Reading wise now, I have been reading from Fledgling by Natasha Brown, which is over here. This is an ebook I was reading with Cece from Cece's Reading Journey. I'll place her channel down below. And she's already finished it. She finished it like 2 weeks ago, like the machine that she is. She's brilliant. And I'm on page 181 of 234 now. Now, realistically, a lot of you will be looking at it and be like, you could easily read that, Katie. I am a slow reader. I'm sleepy quite a lot of the time. And I also have to take a lot of breaks with reading these days. I really struggle to find a book where I sit down and just read for like half an hour. The only time I ever do it, possibly in my own sprints. I don't know what it is about them. I feel like I'm feeling the pressure because I'm on camera maybe. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more reading sprints, like a couple of hours a day. I don't know. Maybe do some Google sprints, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I just want to get some reading done. Yeah, maybe I can pop on at some point today, because I need to at least be like, okay, I'll get some dinner. I might have a late dinner tonight because Aaron's off work today and tomorrow, and he only just went to sleep around 3 PM, so he's not going to be up until like way later. So I don't know. Anyways, that's my reading. So today I'm going to be aiming to finish that book. It's not such a bad read now. When I first started it, I was like, seriously. There are still a couple of moments where I do roll my eyes and think, oh my goodness, this is cheesy or cliche or just really stupid, or just like, why would you say that, or it's insta-lovey, I don't know. Just maybe the old teen me would have enjoyed this book, but now I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, seriously? So yeah, but it's not such a bad book. I you know, it's roughly like close to 80% through now, so I've got like 20% left. Should be doable. But when I finish that, I want to really go on to Step and Dove, because I want to get this finished before the end of the month. We have literally only got, well, today and tomorrow. It's not going to be done, but I just want to get it done this week. Let's just say that, because like I said, this week is such a flimsy week that the last days of this week do not count. Like, they just don't count, because it's a half week. When a month starts halfway through a week, it does not count. The first official week of the month is next week. So realistically, I could start my TBR like literally like Wednesday, but I'm just like, you know what, I like finishing off books. It makes me feel good. So yeah, this will be a finish this week book, and also this as well. So these two will be the books for this week, and finish fledgling, and then we'll see where we go from there, and I'll update you as soon as I've finished any books or starting any books and so on and so forth, or if I've got a thought on a book or whatever. So beginning of the week, there's always a lot to say, always a lot happens. Monday always is a busy day for me, so I've waffled on for long enough. I'm gonna say goodbye now for now, guys, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon. Today is Wednesday. I'm going to very, very quickly update you on yesterday as well as today. So yesterday I was off work and realistically not a lot happened. It was just probably 3 activities that lasted literally all day. One of them was playing video games. With Aaron, was playing Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, Zombie Mode. That's what I literally play at the moment online. And I watched Netflix, I watched Dawson's Creek, and I started a new TV show called Spinning Out, which is an ice figure skating styled TV show, and I watched about 5 episodes of that last night before I was like, I really need to stop. I need to find a place to stop. As good as it is, you've got to find a place to stop, because I don't want to get out of routine of sleeping late because of working early. So yeah, I went to bed probably about 11ish, maybe close to midnight. I did have a bit of a broken sleep. I woke up, I remember, like 3 AM, needing the toilet, and then I woke up at like around 6ish, and then I finally woke up around 8. So I was up then. If you can hear a little noise, by the way, I don't know if you can, but that's my fan. I've just put it on a low around. It's really hot. Yesterday was really hot as well. Inside this actual building, it was 29 degrees. Today, I don't know what it is, 24, so it's not as hot, but it's muggy today. And oh man, it's just, I need to stop this oscillation and just make it land on me, because it's so hot. Mama, don't eat the box. Mama, don't eat the box. Both of you, oi, stop eating the box. Cats. So today I've been playing video games again, and I've watched 1 episode of Dawson's Creek when I was having lunch. Aaron's just gone off to go sleep because he's working tonight. We just had a knock on the door. Got my March Luma crate here, which I'm going to film, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. So I also need to put my vlog bits from my phone onto the laptop as well today, because at some point this evening I am going to be editing the vlog for this week. I didn't yesterday. Went for a blood test this morning. Here, I haven't taken it off yet. I'm gonna do it now. I'm regretting this. Okay, it's off. But I had about 5 vials taken from me, just testing my immune system, vitamin D levels, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's all been done. And yeah, I'm gonna go and film this Luma crate unboxing, and then I'm gonna do a live reading sprint video. I'm sort of asking a few people if they'd be up for it, as today isn't my normal day of doing it. So I've just witnessed Nutmeg eating a woodlouse. That was the strangest thing ever. Well, you definitely killed it now, Nutmeg, but well, protein, I guess. So reading wise, yesterday I didn't read anything at all. I do feel kind of bad about it, but at the same time, I don't feel like too bad. I've had a lot going on my mind the past week or so, and sometimes it's just really nice to spend time with Aaron and to play video games, watch Netflix, and just not to do a lot. So yeah, today is pretty chilled out too, and the fan is just so nice on me. So yeah, I'm gonna do those couple of bits, film the video and do the live. At some point, hopefully have time enough to edit this vlog. If I don't today, then I'll just do it tomorrow. Oi, get down! Get down! Luna! No! So that's it for yesterday and today. I am working tomorrow 9 until 2:30. I'm going to be doing pretty much the usual cleaning, cooking shift, which, I mean, I don't mind. It's simple and it's really nice, and yeah, it's a good shift basically. So reading wise, of what I'm reading, I'm trying to finish off Fledgling by Natasha Brown, which is an ebook. I've mentioned it before. I've read it with Cece and I've got 34 pages left now. The annoying thing is I could have got through this book in like, you know, one day, but I just, at the moment, I just don't have the heart to actually sit down and read unless I'm doing like my own sprints. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking of like, you know, once I get back into the system of work, trying to figure out when I can do some sort of reading around here. Next week I'm going to go to 4 shifts, which is exciting. This week is 3. So 3 this week, 4 next week, gonna see where I go, then we can improve from then on. Just gonna see how we do. I think if I do really well with these 3 shifts this week, I'll see how I am next week on Monday, and then I'll go from there about what to do next. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Guys, it's Friday. How you doing? I'm just here to update you on yesterday as well as my plans for today. The time is currently 8 minutes to 11 in the morning, so we're kind of like late in the morning. The weather today really, really beautiful. Don't know if you can kind of see behind me, the sun is shining, the really, really bright light behind me there, and it's absolutely gorgeous outside. The cats are running around like crazy, so if you hear some noises, that's just them playing with toys, running around chasing each other, pretty much the usual. So I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm just being very, very optimistic and enthusiastic, getting everything done as much as I possibly can just in this morning. I am feeling a bit bunged up though. It is possibly hay fever. I have had a hay fever tablet and a hay fever squirty thing that the doctor prescribed me when I said that I do suffer with it. So I've used all of that, but I am still feeling really, really sinusy. So I'm not sure if it's hay fever, because the trouble is the symptoms that I get are very, very similar to like a little cold, where you just sort of like, you know, bunged up in the nose, sinusy. So I've taken some paracetamol as well because I woke up with a bit of a headache. And I've got some drinks here next to me because I was feeling quite dehydrated. I've got some orange juice, I've got some tea, I've got a chocolate milkshake, and I've got some squash. It was great to keep your liquid levels high. So yesterday I worked 9 AM until 2:30 PM, and then I came home, I chilled with Aaron, and then sort of like in the evening, I want to say like it was about 7:30, I did some evening sprints. I did a few sprints and then I was feeling really, really tired, so then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to like end the sprints, order some food. We had some pizza. I was sort of like thinking, sod it, let's get some pizza. I was like, I don't really have a lot of money at the moment, so I'm hoping I'll have enough to pay for like this month's credit card bill, which will come out in May. So fingers crossed I will have enough money to pay for this month. So that's why I was just like, you know what, let's just order pizza sort of thing, you know. And then I'm now regretting it today because I've been like, you know what, I keep eating really, really bad stuff. I need to stop, and I need to like diet as well. So I'm gonna literally just, I say this every time, but I'm just like, gotta say no to takeaways for the time being. But the trouble is, I feel like when it comes to the restaurants being open, me and Aaron are a really big fan of this restaurant called Days Restaurant. I'm hoping they still are going to be open, and they're going to reopen when they open, like in June, like, or May. It's like May or June that they're opening restaurants in. I think it's May. And I was like, we've literally got a month to wait before we can actually go to a restaurant again. So it's good timing, because if it does open in May, it'd be a brilliant way to celebrate us moving to a new home, because by then we might be in the home, or we might be like in the process of moving, or you know, whatever. We've just been told May. We haven't been given an exact week, an exact date. We are still waiting on the council to approve this survey report, which is really frustrating, because you know, how long does it take to literally look at a report and just approve it? So it's really, really frustrating. So we're hoping that we hear from it this week, but they've literally got like a whole month to approve this thing, and it is a piss take. So I'm thinking, like, if we don't hear from them by the end of this week, then I think we need to like kind of like prod them on it again, like sort of middle of the next week, because the person wasn't back from annual leave until like Wednesday. So I'm saying like Wednesday next week, if we don't hear any response about it, I think we need to prod them again and be like, so, you know what, because we kind of need to know. It's like the month before, we need to know so that we can pack things and stuff. Like, council, honestly, just take the piss so much. They're absolutely, they frustrate me so much. Like, here, just understand things take time, but at the same time, you know, we're living in a unit that's dying, and we just want to move. You know, it's not good for us. It's not good for our health or anything. Like, this place is falling apart. You know, bit by bit, the floor's getting worse. We need to move. Like, it's not like a situation where we want to move because we want to like upgrade to a better like place. It's just, this place is just, it's not good. There's damp, the flooring is all wet, it's getting worse, and there are like ants coming in, and like wood lice is coming in, like all sorts of creatures and bugs and whatever are coming in like through the floors and stuff, and like it's not good, like at all. Like, we're breathing in this crap that's going around, and like I've got an Aero 360 trying to get rid of as much damp as possible, and it's doing a pretty good job, because like already it's got like an inch worth of like water, and I've only put it there for like 2 weeks, so it's done a bit of job. Thank goodness it's actually like sunny at the moment, although it can be quite cold in the morning, so there is going to be that sort of like damp in the air of the place. And yeah, it's just not a good and healthy environment at the moment. So we're waiting on that. So fingers crossed we do hear by next Wednesday, so that we don't have to like prod them and be like, come on, we need an answer so that we can start moving. And yeah, but trying to not think about it is quite difficult. So yeah, pretty much after these sprints, was just waiting for the pizza to arrive. It was a little bit late, but like not too badly. And then we ate the pizza. I watched a couple of episodes of Spinning Out, and I also watched the latest Riverdale episode as well. So pretty good. And then I was like, you know what, I'm falling asleep. I was actually falling asleep by the second Spinning Out episode. And I was like, I'm gonna have to like go to bed. So I went to bed, and then Aaron joined as well, because he was feeling pretty shattered too. So I woke up several times early this morning, and finally got up like, I want to say like around 9 AM, and sorted the cats. It's a bit late today, but I fed the cats quite late last night, so they should have had enough food, and they did. When I had a look at their food bowls, they still had a bit of food left. At the moment, sometimes I've only got to fill their food bowls like once, sometimes like twice, so it's just all dependent. I was having a look also as well at the food in the place, because I am gonna have to try and budget my food pretty much. So I'm sort of like looking at what I need to get next week as a need, and like use what I'm using. Like, I would always do a thing where I would have a spare for when I have used that thing, and then the spare replaces that, and then I would need another spare sort of thing. But at the moment I was sort of like, you know what, I'm just going to use it until I don't have much of it anymore, and then I can buy it the next week, and then it'll replace that like a lot quicker. So like, for example, washing up liquid, probably use about that much of it, but it lasts quite a few months, to be honest. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to buy another one until like I've got probably about that much left of washing up liquid, and then I can just, you know, get it, or I could just go and get it after work sort of thing. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I should really buy something when I've like either just about to finish it or have finished it, and sort of like make do without it for like a few hours or a day or whatever. So yeah, I've just been looking around to see what I am going to need next week, and there's not a lot on the list. Unfortunately, because a lot of bills had to go out this month, Aaron has literally paid like all of his wages, because I'm not sure what happened with his shifts or whatever, but he was about £300 down, so we don't know where that's come from. But basically, because electric bill, the house, actual like the rent and ground rate of this plot, and like sewage and all of that comes into one council bill and council tax sort of thing. And also there was the TV license that came out as well. Yeah, literally just all came at once. And Aaron has got like £9 until the end of this month when he gets paid. So I'm like, well shit, now we're a little bit fucked. So I'm sort of like, you know what, I will buy a few things here and there, and like if it does come to it that it will have to come out of my savings like a little bit, then so be it. Like I've put those savings in there for the shed, but we're at a time where we're just waiting for this new place. Once this new place is here and sorted and the garden sorted, whatever, then we'll be perfectly fine. And also I was sort of thinking like by the 20th of April I've got a full week of shift, so literally it's my first ever 37.5 week shift, which is my normal weekly hour rate. So I've got 4 shifts next week. I'm hoping to go to the 5 week after and then up some hours again. So like, you know, it's just, it's gonna happen soon. It's gonna happen. So hopefully, because I'll be going back up to full-time hours, hopefully literally around that time, and if I can find those hours like the weeks after, until I can either hopefully go back to working in the home that I was working in, or even if I can get those hours in a different home. As long as I can get those hours, then I'm happy. And then if and when it comes to it, like after we move and stuff, and I really want to earn the money back from if I've taken out my savings, or if I want to add to my savings, I can work extra or extra hours or whatever, and kind of like push myself a bit and stuff. I know my work are going to be quite wary. They're going to be like, is that really a good idea? I'll be like, look, if I feel like I can handle it, I can handle it, you know. So I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. My body's feeling pretty good. It's just hay fever or some sort of cold. I don't know. There's something going around. I know there is a cold going around. I know there's a few people at my work off ill. So don't really know what this is, but I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. Like I can deal with it, you know. So today I would like to do some reading. Yesterday I did read a section of this, To Sleep and See of Stars. I basically have tabbed off every 30 or so pages roughly to the closest chapter around those pages, because I divided the total of pages in this book by 30 days of April, and that is how many that will get read in April. I think it ended up, because I was doing it to the closest chapter, that I've got 27 in total, so that's 3 spare. So that's handy, because if there is a day where I can't read it, or if I'm really feeling it, I've got like 3 chances there pretty much. But you know, if it goes more beyond that, I have to like obviously read double or read to the area. So started reading it last night in my live sprints, and yeah, so it's chapter 2 because it was the first chapter. So for 1, it's sci-fi, 2, it's adult. You know, it's just difficult to get into the writing style as well of somebody like different that I haven't read from before. So it was learning about the world of the actual space and universe. I absolutely love things with space anyway, like planets, whatever, aliens. I love that sort of stuff. So, you know, realistically I should like a sci-fi novel, but when it gets into the technical bits, like, you know, devices and how things work and naming things, like all that sort of stuff, that's when my brain is like, what? Because I'm not used to any of that stuff. So learning about that in a book, learning about the way that they do things, learning about the character in general and their relationships, who they've got in their family, or you know, love relationships and that sort of stuff, the situation and things like that. Obviously it is going to take a few pages to get into, which it did last night, and then after I'd read like a few pages and I was like, okay, and then it went on from a situation, I was like, you know what, it is quite an interesting book so far, and I'm quite intrigued and looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in today's section. So today I'll be reading the next section, which ends up roughly I think on page 60 exactly, so that's quite handy. So I'll be reading that literally in a second. And also, when I do read my section for the day, I'm going to literally go on to what I want to read. And I'm reading The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness at the moment. I did read a little bit last night whilst I was waiting for a video, I think, or I think I was waiting for something to update or something, but I'm on page 88 at the moment of this now. So I did read a couple of chapters and bits and bobs of that yesterday. So those are going to be the books I'm going to be reading from today. I'm really enjoying them. I think today is going to be like a reading day, a relaxing day, maybe some video games at some point. It's also a video day as well, because I've got like one more video that I need to film, and that's just my wrap up for March, and I want to get that done and completed so then I can put those read books away, add the book tokens to my token jar, so that when I get 5 I can allow myself to get a book when I have the funds, obviously. So yeah, that is it really. That's all the latest update from yesterday as well as today. So I'm working tomorrow, I'm working in the morning, and we're gonna go on a walking trip, I believe, just walking along by a river for a good bit. So walking will do me some good, and a bit of fresh air, and yeah, just gonna see how we go. But that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna leave you for now, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. Hey everybody, it's Saturday day. I am working literally a few hours. We're gonna go and do a little walk today, and should be alright. It's my first Saturday working at this place. Nutmeg and Luna are mental this morning yet again. I don't know what it is, but for some reason they're just crazy. I want to get some reading done a bit later, so that's all I'll say for now, and I will say goodbye. Hello everybody, it's the final day of the week. It is Sunday and I'm just here to vlog for you guys. So to be honest, mostly I have been playing on PlayStation Call of Duty Zombie mode and watching Netflix. I haven't been doing a lot of reading at all. I didn't do any yesterday and I haven't done any so far today. I played Call of Duty Zombie mode for about 6 hours from this morning until sort of like lunchtime, maybe 3 p.m. lunchtime, because that's when I was having my lunch. I had a sandwich with some crisps and a cup of tea, and yeah, but it was a good time. I managed to stream it on my gaming Twitch as well, so I'm doing like my other hobby as well, and I'm sort of like saying, you know what, I've got 2 hobbies that I'm trying to like use both and intermingle somehow. And you know, just because I'm enjoying one hobby doesn't mean I'm not enjoying the other. It's just because, you know, what's going on right now for me is I'm wanting to do something a bit more. You know, I love zombie games so much, so this game to me is just like a little bit obsessive, maybe. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading, and I worked yesterday as well, and yeah, so like yesterday evening I was feeling quite tired, but at the same time, you know, it was okay. So yeah, I went to bed probably, I want to say like 9ish. Like, I think I went in the bedroom about then, and I don't think it took me long to doze off. I was feeling quite tired, and I remember dozing off. I woke a couple of times during the night, but not really too bad. I am feeling quite tired today. I don't know if it is just because I have been gaming and the sun's shining. The pollen level's really high at the moment as well. I've been a bit sneezy. If you can hear a little whirring noise, by the way, I've got the fan on. It's needed. It's so hot, and my hair is just like blowing everywhere, but oh, you have no idea how good this feels. You have no idea. It's really hot today, really stuffy. The sun is shining through the window. You can see it over here. So yeah, other than that, I filmed a booktube video that is going to be a discussion on the fledgling book that I read in with CC, and it was really fun. Sat down for about 27 minutes discussing this book. 3 minutes of it was just technical difficulties. My camera just froze. I don't know what happened, but until I was sorting it out and making sure the file actually worked, yeah, it was a pain in the ass. So other than that, I'm feeling okay, just a little bit tired today, so I'm gonna like take it easy this evening. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I do want to read though, I really do want to read, but I'm feeling quite tired. It's really difficult to decide what I'm gonna do. But it's heading closer towards dinner time anyway, so I'm gonna have to get dinner soon, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah, I did the video, and I've been chatting to people on my Twitter about books and stuff, and of course it's got to be about books. I love chatting to people about books, like so much. I'm really on my Twitter at the moment, so if you're not following me and you like chatting about books, hit me up there. My link will be down below. But yeah, so what I'm reading, I am reading this Chunker, and I saw that my library had the audiobook available from the 14th of this month, so I'm sort of in that decision of, do I use an Audible credit because I've got about 3 to use on this book, or do I use an Audible credit and then return it when it reaches the moment where I can get the audiobook? It's difficult. Or do I just wait? It's just, I don't know. Do I physically read it? I think if I'm really struggling to physically read this book, I think I need to get the audiobook. But I've only read one section of it so far, and that was on the 1st of April. And I didn't read any of it on the 2nd, or yesterday the 3rd, and today the 4th so far. So, I mean, realistically, if we want to say like what I should be doing. So that was 2nd, that was 3rd, that's 4th. So I should be like way in the 100 pages by now, and I'm only on page 28. I don't think I will get that done today, but we shall see with reading. But I do want to read something, so I might set a timer, sit down and read for like half an hour straight or something, see where I get with that sort of reading. And if I find that I'm really enjoying the reading with the half an hour, I'll take a little break and then I'll read a bit more. We'll see. I'll just see how I go after dinner and stuff. But yeah, I am also listening to The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I'm on chapter 10 now, page 93. Not massively too far into it, but I'm really enjoying this book. Both of these books are really chunky. I've literally picked really chunky books to read this month. But yeah, I am quite enjoying both of these books, definitely. I know I'm only one chapter into this, but I am still quite intrigued by it, and this is just, I don't know, unique in itself. So yeah, that's what's been going on, that's what I've been reading and stuff. So this evening could be anything, who knows, but you'll hear more about that in tomorrow's vlog of next week. So I'm just gonna say goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching my weekly vlog and reading vlog all mingled into one. If you have enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. I've got a Twitter, an Instagram, Goodreads, I've got a blog, personal blog, and I also do gaming on my gaming channel, which, you know, is fairly new this year, and that down below is linked to my Twitch, my Twitter for it, as well as my YouTube for it. But that's it from me. Thank you again so much for watching. Keep smiling, keep reading, be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye.